So I went to a local auto body paint store and I picked up these 3 cans right here to paint the harness bar. The first one right here, we have the primer, the white primer, and then we have the base coat and also the clear coat. And I also picked up the Scotch Brite pad right here, and that is to scuff up the harness bar in order for the paint to stick a little bit better. And everything was kind of pricey. It was around like $70, but it's completely worth it because the results are going to be that much better. So without further ado, let's get to this video. Here we have a harness bar for the Skyline R32 stainless steel, and this is from Cipher Auto. And if you haven't heard of them, check them out. They are actually a pretty cool company. They sell harness bars, seats, etc. So yeah, check them out. So this was actually a test piece for the Skyline, and it fit really well. It will be available with the part number for the Skyline pretty soon, and I'll go ahead and link that up once I do the install video of the harness bar. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and sand it down right here, smooth it out. We'll just rough it up a little bit so the paint sticks, and we're gonna go ahead and paint the harness bar. And this is a pretty cool thing they did. They added this plate right here with the cutout Cipher Auto logo on there, and it's actually removable. It has these L bolts on there, which make it easy to remove. So I'm probably gonna leave that in stainless steel and paint the rest of the harness bar. Now let's get these ready for paint. I'm gonna go ahead and mask them up. Alright, the harness bar is taped up, sanded down, and ready to roll. I'm going to hit it with the primer first, followed by the base coat, and then the clear coat. I just need to turn on this air real fast, this fan, to get some ventilation going through here, get all the fumes out of the shop. So once again, we have the primer, the base coat, and the clear coat. Okay, the primer is done now. I did about 3 coats on each bar. As you can see, it came out really good. So I have this right here, the bars down there, and then the brackets are ready as well, ready for the base coat. So now I'm gonna sand the primer down with some 400 grit sandpaper, and that is to smooth out the surface. So when I throw on the base coat, it goes on nice and smooth. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the base coat. Base coat is finally on, and I gotta say, it looks amazing. It looks that much better in person. I wish you guys could see, but it is only white. So next, 2K clear coat, and we'll call it a day. So it's the next day. I let this dry overnight, and the reason being is because the clear was taking a little bit longer to dry than normal. Also because I didn't want to ruin the bar by flipping it over and then messing up this side. Once it would be facing this way and have the bottom end get messed up with the pressure that's being on there. I would have hung this up and painted it. That would have been much better, but I didn't have anything to hang it with, so I just decided to do it this way. One thing you guys gotta do is just be patient. Take your time, don't rush it. Don't mind this right here. This was just a piece of metal from the welding. And this one right here is a test bar they gave me for the Skyline. So huge shout out to Cipher Auto hooking it up. I mean, this is an easy fix. I could have grinded that down, sanded it down, but I just left it on there. You know, I saw it once I was painting, and I didn't want to go through the process of, you know, repainting. And good thing I didn't, because I almost ran out of paint. Well, I did run out of paint and I barely had enough. I also cleared this piece right here. It's a little dirty right now. But yeah, I ended up clearing this piece right here, and this one goes on the bar. You guys saw earlier. I ended up painting those right there. Of course, I do have a little bit of orange peel, but that's an easy fix. Just do a wet sand and then polish right after. Which I will be doing within a matter of like a week and a half. I will be doing that. I think I still need to throw another coat of clear on those. I need to clear the backside of these, which I flipped over already, and then I need to clear the backside of this. So just to give you guys a reference on how shiny this thing is. Yeah, it came out really good. I'm gonna flip this over now. This side still has a satin finish, so it's not as shiny as it should be. So I'm gonna put a clear coat on here. It's finally dry, and then let it dry overnight again because I do not want to ruin this. Once it's back together, I can show you guys how to install this on the vehicle itself. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on this. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a little bit till it gets a little bit warmer here, and then I'm gonna hit it with the clear coat. Harness bar is now painted and ready to go. So I wanted to show you guys this thing right here, and this happened because my clear coat was not dry completely as I thought it was. So I flipped it over to clear the other side and put it on the styrofoam on the stand, and that got stuck to it. But the good thing is I did 3 coats of clear, so I have enough to wet sand and buff that out, thankfully. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble this whole bar, put it back together, and show you guys the end results. Alright, so the Cipher auto harness bar is finally painted. The clear coat is dry, and this thing looks amazing. So especially this Cipher auto plate right here with the white, it just stands out. It just pops me, and this clear coat looks really shiny. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but in person it does look that much better. Yeah, it looks really good. So now all I have to do is color sand and buff this thing out, and it will look amazing. It'll look that much shinier and that much better, and I can't wait to get this thing on the Skyline. I think it's gonna look really good and flow really well, especially with the harnesses that I have and the seats I have coming in. Just the whole interior itself, this is just gonna make it pop, and I can't wait to throw this thing on. So that's the next step, is put this thing on and make the video on installing this harness bar. You guys will not want to miss that, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, Ed Range. Peace.